Hey everyone, I hope you're all well today. My name is LaRon Quarles and I'm the owner of SBL Hair Loss and Wellness here in the Pleasantville, New Jersey area. We also have a satellite office in the Montclair, North Jersey area, in case you don't know, in case we haven't met and you have not seen any of my posts. So we have the dual purpose of serving North and South Jersey to help meet your needs when you are interested in hair loss and replacement and or restoration needs, and you would like to find out why your hair is breaking, thinning, splitting, or why you have lost a large mass of hair, why you may have hair loss in spots or you have lost hair in the middle. We help you with all those types of issues. But I wanted to connect with you all today because I haven't been doing a lot of my trichology videos in a while. Today's video, which is short, is about insulin resistance. The market that I serve is between the ages of 35 to 60. Usually by the time we're 35, we may have had at least one child. Some of us have had 2 to 3 children, some may not have any. But at that point, we're either going through those changes where we're starting to see our hair thinning quite a bit because our estrogen levels are starting to drop. The closer I meet women who are at the 60 or 60 plus mark, I see more issues with very low estrogen but high cortisol levels. And what that usually breaks down is an inverse relationship between estrogen and cortisol levels. Cortisol, if you don't know much about it, is the body's stress hormone, and it is released from the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands sit on top of your kidneys, which is down in the lower part of your back. So as we age, estrogen and cortisol have an inverse relationship where estrogen is steadily declining with age, and it's really not too much we can do about that unless we have hormone replacement therapy. And then as we age, we secrete way more cortisol than we did in our younger years, and the way we're able to balance it, it doesn't really work the same as we age and we mature. So I see that a lot in my trichology practice. What happens is the more cortisol that we secrete that remains unbalanced, it has the effect on insulin where your body really cannot even use its own insulin to reduce the levels of insulin in your body and the sugars in your body. The insulin kind of won't work, and you develop over time insulin resistance. What happens with insulin resistance, it leads to higher A1C levels, it leads to higher sugar levels, it leads to possible diabetic issues, issues with inflammation in the crown, hair loss. It also leads to inflammation across the entire head of the body, and it creates a series of symptoms where if you don't have it checked out and it's unmanaged, it can really accelerate your hair loss. One thing that I like to recommend is please, women of a certain age, you have to keep your eyes on your sugars. And those sugars that add up in the morning come from coffee creamers and sweeteners and excess sugars, juices, Pepsis, sodas, fast foods, because they've increased the amount of fast foods and the sizes, and we drink all that soda and the juices that come with it, iced teas. Prepared foods have a lot of sugar and a lot of salt because they want the food to taste good. So when you're in a rush and you just want to make something quick, you also want it to taste good. So you have to make sure that you're watching all of those juices. Drink more water. Try to make your own electrolyte drinks with a mild balance of salt, sugar, and water. Try to throw some key limes in there for alkalinity and some lemons and maybe like a shot of apple cider vinegar. But prepare your own juices at home and use something that doesn't impact your blood sugar, like xylitol. Also, one good thing as a last note is to pair your food properly. Make sure that you have the right ratio of carbohydrates, proteins, and healthy fats to stabilize your blood sugar. This will help you with your insulin levels and help you to not slide into insulin resistance. So as a rule, those are one of the things that I see in my trichology practice very often. So this is my trichology tip for the day. Watch and manage your insulin levels. Watch your sugars, because in the end, it may not be the best thing for you, especially if you're trying to manage your health and your hair loss. I hope that helps someone. If I can help someone with their hair and their restoration needs, please feel free to contact me at the link in the profile, or you can reach me at fixedthinninghair.com or hairlosscenternj.com, or you can give us a call, 609-710-8102. I hope you're all having a pleasant day. I'm LaRon Quarles from SVO Hair Loss and Wellness. Here's what's happening, and here are the dangers, and this is why I see so much of it in my trichology practice. We do not watch what we eat. When I say hidden sugars are found everywhere, just because you're given something to bring your blood sugar down and to help your pancreas and to help your body deal with it, that doesn't mean you need to keep consuming it and keep eating it. So you have to watch your diet on the front end, because what happens is when your insulin levels are high, blood sugar is high, your insulin has to come in, pull it down. But for the long haul, if your numbers are just high for months on end, it causes your A1C numbers to be high because it's an average of your last couple months, usually about 90 days. So what's happening is the blood is lacking oxygen, because when it is full of blood sugar, high sugar, your blood is really not in the best shape to be able to absorb oxygen. So the blood gets really thick. We can't have thick blood. We need slippery, free-floating blood going through your body. What also happens is why diabetics usually have their limbs cut off is because there are inflammation, and the inflammation runs all the way down to the capillaries. I've got my handy dandy hair diagram. So these are your arteries and your veins. So when that blood is flowing through your body, these capillaries that lay beneath the skin, these capillaries become burnt out. They're full of inflammation because of the level of blood sugar in your body. So your capillaries don't work so well. And what happens is sometimes you'll get a cut and it'll start turning blue, purple, and black. Then that area starts to die off. The areas on your toes start to die off. You'll start feeling that numbing, tingling, burning feeling because you can't get any oxygen, you can't get any circulation to your tissues. So you really have to watch how much sugars you are eating, how much pasta, how much bread, how much rice. It doesn't matter if you're taking metformin or something else to bring your numbers down. Try to manage it on the front end, because what happens is these same capillaries that lay beneath your scalp, they become inflamed and they become burnt out, and the circulation just doesn't really do it for the scalp anymore, which is why we usually see people losing hair in the vertex, sometimes as a result of high blood sugar and a number of other issues for a long time. So remember that your body is not getting the oxygen that it needs, and it's causing a great deal of inflammation. This inflammation causes the scalp to be sore, the fingers to be sore. You start feeling that numbing and that tingling, and you start getting diabetic nerve pain. This is your body trying to tell you, you have to switch it up. So as a trichologist, I see this very often, but my women, my ladies, my queens, you have to remember, part of your health and lifestyle is tied to your diet. It's also tied to genetics, your lifestyle, how much sleep you get, how much stress you take in. So it is a combination of everything, but you still must. I don't know who you be talking to, but your diet has a large majority of the inflammation that's caused. You definitely have to take care of your scalp on the back end. You have to shampoo it. You have to take care of it. So this is what I wanted to point out.